I'm a student at Emory University, and I knew Nick. We met about a year and a half ago through a workers' rights campaign, through the Sodexo campaign.
I knew Nick because he was a comrade of mine in the movement. We worked together in the workers' rights movement, and he was my fellow activist.
Well, I only met him one time. It was at Student and Worker in Solidarities and at the Workers, and he shed a lot of light and reflection on his experiences working at tech and why things desperately needed to change.
My name is Nicholas Foster. Like he said, I've been at Georgia Tech 2 years. I came to Sodexo because I have a mom who's in a coma, no one to support her, and I needed a job. I thought Georgia Tech would be a good place to work until I found out Sodexo was there. When I found out Sodexo was there, they told me all the best things in the world, how I'll be able to still go to school, still do this, how they get good wages and you can move up in the company. I served in the military as well, and they said it was potential to grow. From the time I got there, it's all been lies. It's been a used car salesman selling me a lemon. That's what it's been. I was told one thing, I was told I was going to make one wage. Got there, I was doing another.
Talked about how he puts 110% in, no matter what his job is. He said that was what he did in the military. He said that's what he did with Sodexo while he was working for Sodexo, even though he said there was no opportunity for upward progress within Sodexo.
I see that this company, I see catering sheets every day. I got jobs of every title. As many keys I have job titles. And I do them all proud, just like I serve my country. And I feel that doing all these titles, seeing all this money coming in, seeing all these things I'm not getting, a freezer jacket, I'm seeing different things wrong with the building. I'm seeing the workers wearing tattered up shirts just like I am today. This is what I go to work in every day. I'm serving some of the smartest engineers and some of the most advanced students there are out there. And we can't be given no rights and treatment.
When he speaks so powerfully that you just know he's a force. He's just this really powerful person that you can't deny. You just can't deny what he says, how he says it, who he is, what he's talking about, and what he's fighting for. You can't deny it when he speaks.
And his presence really struck me. He spoke with kind of a straightforwardness, but also just kind of a subtle eloquence where you could tell the place where he was coming from when he was speaking was very real.
I mean, I seen a worker slip in a freezer for the job not fixing a leak. This lady doesn't work with me anymore. She had 2 daughters. I've seen a lady get fired because she wanted to form a union. I've seen old ladies get hurt lifting boxes they should have never touched in the first place.
And he wasn't bitter. He wasn't coming from a place of he wasn't coming from a place of hatred. He was just coming from a place where he was seeking justice, where he thought that it's not right for me to be in this position, but it's not right for anyone working for Sodexo to be in this position. So
I work 60, 70 hours, usually 7 days a week. I don't miss a day, don't get off. Only time I missed pretty much was when I had a sprain, a pulled back, and as well as a respiratory issue from broccoli that was left in the cooler because they wanted to still use it. I had a rat issue at my job. I tried to report that to try to get it corrected, and I was rolled up for that. They told me it was a historic building. It's supposed to be that way.
He would want us to be able to relate to him and put ourselves in his shoes. Empathize.
And I said, this is not what students supposed to have. This is not what, I want to serve. This is not the way I will run this establishment. And every time, I mean, me and my coworkers, that's what we had to face. It was really there. It's always there. Our bosses laugh at us when we have a complaint or issue. Oh, you could work by that steam. You could work in 120 degrees. This is a sauna, they'll tell you. Just imagine it's a sauna. When you're working in the kitchen, 120 degrees. When I go in that cold freezer, man, just think you're taking a trip to Alaska. That's what they tell you, and they laugh. and it's just really, really bad.
Well, he's bothered me personally because he was definitely close. He was close to my age and not afraid to speak about such a controversial issue. You know, he was already under dread of possibly getting fired because that was one of the issues. The workers would be intimidated if they spoke out about these issues. But yet he did it anyway.
And I say it's just time for that to be changed. I say they should be accountable for what they do. Every time you hear about it, what Sodexo does, they cover it up, they make a lie, or they intimidate you. It's been plenty of times where I've been in rooms with people I don't know who or like where they're from or nothing. They come from Maryland, they come from here, they come from everywhere. They know me, they know who I am. I don't know who they are, and all they're telling me is basically shut up. Shut up, don't say nothing. Do your job. That's what we pay you for. My chef, all my bosses know what my situation is.
I think Nick grew throughout the process as well, and like he started to kind of understand the issues more deeply.
Sodexo doesn't like no one outside or middle class or just a private, someone lower standards. They say they want better organics and stuff. That's to get loans. That's to get government money. Most of it is. What they do is they privatize and get these contracts. Biggest Sodexo I know of, I bring in purchase and receive, where we can get something a lot better from cable. They don't want it. They told us we finna work with Cisco and we finna get this rebate and we finna get a bonus.
I've always thought of Nick as just a force to be reckoned with, just someone that's like really powerful, and they don't play games. You know, they just say it how it is, just very straight up.
The more people in this world that understand the way things are with his steadfastness and his integrity, the better this world will be. And his testimony at that forum and just his legacy, us as a human being who worked hard and was honest and was straightforward, that was really powerful for all of us, and it's something that we're not going to forget going forward.
And when we win this campaign, because we will, I want you to know that you were definitely a part of this.
You know, I think Nick would probably, like, if he would want something, he'd probably want us to just continue what we're doing and create some change for his coworkers. I think at Georgia Tech and at all the schools in Atlanta. And so I hope we can remember that and do that.
Just rewatching his videos has inspired me to try to be as powerful and as strong as he was, and be as dedicated as he was to the movement, and to make sure that, you know, all the work that he did was not in vain, and that people get uplifted, and that when he looks down and sees that, he gets happy and he feels calm and at peace because we carried on the struggle that he passed the torch to us, so we have to carry that torch.
The way he lived his life made a difference.
And carry that torch.
Love, if you all support and understand that it's serious issues out here and people aren't done right. It might be a good show, but the trick isn't over.